Hello everybody, this is Adrienne with Ascension Soul Coaching. So today, yes, we're heading back down to the house to continue to do the work, so I'm in the car. Want y'all to know, I'm not driving. Right now we're parked getting gas and my husband's going to be driving, so I'm not driving. That's why I do these videos. It's a great way for me to take a few minutes before we get down there and start working to do a short video. So, day is May 29th, 2021. This is Saturday. So this is after the Harry and Oprah interview regarding his mental health, which the me you cannot see, and then I think they also had a town hall on Friday on the 28th. I didn't watch it. I've just seen clips of them, and so I'm going to talk about the clips I've seen. Now I didn't see so far. Nothing's come up regarding the town hall. I just think that they show pictures of him sitting there looking sad or whatever. I didn't see it. So let's get into what I saw with the me you can't see. I'm sorry, y'all. It's not written down, so I'm just going to talk off the cuff. So the first thing I thought about it once I saw it was this boy is going to end up hurting himself. I told y'all last week when I put my video out, he lost his marbles. I'm not trying to be so abrasive, but he has lost touch with reality, and he believes that he is the victim. And let me just talk to you a little bit about. And just let me talk to you a little bit about Meghan Markle being a narcissist. Narcissists actually go and they seek out people who they know have issues, who they can see, especially if somebody like Harry, who's high profile, you can kind of see a lot of things that's going on with him. I do not believe that this is only a Meghan issue. I told y'all before, she's a Trojan horse. I do believe that somebody in this culture, this reset, the elites, whoever is trying to take down a monarchy, and they found the weakest link at the highest level, which is Harry. And I think that they forged some type of agreement that Meghan was going to be the one to go in, and they would help her enter into the royal family via Harry. I mean, maybe there was other ways that we're going to do it, but she got as far as getting married to him and having babies by him, and that's great. So the plan is really working. Now, why do I say that? Because Harry is a codependent. He has already told you in his interviews, and everything he said about himself points to him being a codependent. So narcissists and codependents are two pairs who go together great. One needs the other. Okay? If you're not a codependent and a narcissist tries to figure out who you are, if you're not a codependent and you're very strong, a stronger personality type, or sure yourself and all that stuff, then you won't really fall for a lot of their tactics. I mean, there's people who still fall for some of the tactics, like they become the flying monkeys, and that's not a negative thing. It's just what it's called, flying monkeys, where you'll believe what they're saying because part of what they say is true, part of what they say is lies. It's plausible, so you believe it and you'll repeat the lies they tell you, right? And it's sometimes against the person who's codependent. Harry is the codependent. So why do I say that? Codependent, now listen to this. Codependents are very controlling. They're just as controlling as a narcissist, right? How does that work, right? Well, usually codependents, when they're growing up, they have some type of trauma and situations where they're not in control and growing up, whatever, they're not in control, and now they want to gain control, right? Either they've been hurt or they're taken advantage of, or their parents were narcissists or whatever, a drinker or abuser or whatever. Just really, really bad. Something's happened to them that clicked that they're out of control. When they grow up, I'm going to be in control. So we've already heard Harry say, I couldn't save my mother. I've told y'all this a long time ago. He wants to save Meghan. This is last year I told y'all this, before he even left the royal family. I said, he feels like he wants to control. He wants to save his mother. He wasn't able to do it as a 12-year-old, and now he wants to do it. Meghan came in and started bringing up all these scenarios and talking about his mother and bringing up these memories of his mother, and putting things in his head. And then he started, I gotta save my wife, because he couldn't save his mother. His job now is to save his wife, right? Because she's putting in his head that she's going through the same thing that his mother went through. Now let's go further. I told y'all that I will put the link below. We talked about that well over a year ago. Okay, so Harry said in his interview with Oprah that yes, I was a child, I couldn't save my mother. He said it out of his mouth now, right? So we all know, we all agree that this is what he's trying to do. And we all know that Harry, and then he says everything that he's been through lately is because of Meghan. Meghan told me I was stuck. Meghan told me I needed help. Meghan told me this. Meghan told me that. Meghan's telling him everything, and he's a codependent. And codependents, let's go through the list. Codependents want to, one, be in control. They want to control everything because they weren't able to control it when they were young. So now he's got this wife who's manipulative and who's a narcissist or some type of disorder, we'll just say, okay? But disorder has a lot to do with controlling other people and taking advantage of other people, to say it for a better word. And this is my opinion, but hey, I think a lot of y'all already know this, what is and what is not. So how do they control it is that they get with somebody who, like a manipulator, so a narcissist will come in and they will tell you everything you want to know about yourself. They act like they know everything about you. They get you better than anybody else. They learn you quickly because that's what they do. That's their role, is to learn who you are quickly and give you everything you want. And that's what's called love bombing, because then they come in and every weakness that they can find out about you, they try to help you with that weakness. They try to fulfill those gaps in your life. They try to be the person that you really want in your life. Because you tell them, first thing they ask you is, what are you looking for in a person? Once you tell them what you want, they will become that. So let's say Harry wants a woman who's nurturing, who's going to be good with children, and who's going to have his back and be there for him, who's, when he has to go against his family because he don't like his family, that they will be there for him. Remember the songs in the wedding was Stand By Me, honey, hello, stand by me. So he told her exactly what he wanted. He's probably told other people who knew him, who got her and him together, who were instrumental in getting them together by him telling them stuff and them telling her stuff, so that when she got with him, she already knew a lot. Not only did she research him, but people told her stuff about him, and then he told her stuff about him that was most important. So she became whatever he wanted. Okay. So he wants to keep this woman now because this woman's come in and she gets him. She knows everything about him. She's so intuitive and in touch with him, and this is his soulmate, right? So if she ever says, I'm leaving, he's got to control that situation. Oh no, I can't have you leave me. I love you. You love me. We good together. So what he does is whatever he needs to do to keep her. That's the control part. I will do anything so that she won't leave. And he told Oprah that. That's what codependents do. He told Oprah, I can't have my wife leave me. And she knew that when his mother died, there was a sore spot with him. So when she said, I don't want to kill myself, I don't want to kill myself because I can't have two women. I can't have two women leave you. I can't do that to you. Yeah, exactly. Because she knew it was a sticking point. She knew it was a very soft spot. She knew it was a trigger. And that's why she told him that. She wasn't going to kill herself. She knows she may have felt overwhelmed and she wanted to get out of there. She had only limited herself to a year probably, and he won't move in. They had agreed that he was going to leave, because that was the plan for her, right? And I think other people knew he was going to leave, and he told them that. So it was like a great plan for her. She just said, well, I'll do it for a year and I'm getting out. Well, when a year came up and she was pregnant, she was ready to go. And he wasn't ready to move because that's his life. That was his life. He didn't want to just give up his life that easily. I mean, he may not have liked everything about it, but he was, sometimes when you say I'm going to do something, then when the opportunity comes before you, you're like, I don't know if I really want to go. I mean, I really like my life. I mean, I'm married now. I got a wife. I got a baby coming. Maybe it won't be so bad. I can have a little bit more leverage, but that girl wanted to go. She had promised him they were going, so she was like, if we don't go, I'm going to go off and I'm going to kill myself. And then she put the blame on him by making an emotional tug, saying, well, and I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to do that to you because I don't want to hurt you like your mother did, blah, blah, blah. So what does he do? He does whatever she wants. That's why in that video, she said that's the day she told him that when they went to the, was it Edwin Hall? The one she keeps talking about when she says she's going to kill herself. If you look at Harry is looking like the whole world is crashing into him. And she's looking like, I got him. I got this. I got my way. I'm telling y'all, look at the video again, because she is looking like, I got this. And he's looking like he don't know what to do, right? He done promised her, so she gonna kill herself, so I gotta make a decision that I want to make. So I'm a codependent, so I gotta do it. So he did it. He did it all the way through. Right after that, soon after that, after she had the baby, a couple months later, they were out. Queen said, y'all take a break. Go ahead. But I don't think you really want to leave, so I'm going to give you a 1-year trial to see what you're going to do. If you really, really, truly want this. We don't think you really want it, but we think that this woman over here is putting it in your head and pressuring you. We'll never know the whole story, but we'll know part of it, and we know that this makes sense, right? So the other thing is, he's very angry. He's angry because he also told Oprah he was a people pleaser. Oprah's a people pleaser, so she claims. So that means that you'll put other people before your own happiness. So again, he didn't want to leave. He didn't like the structure, but now he was by himself, and so he got a wife, he's got a child coming. He felt like maybe he could make it work, and he was willing to stay because he had his wife with him, but then she wanted to leave. So even though he wasn't ready to leave, let's say, like, he probably would not have left if she hadn't kept pressuring him, he put her before him. So he's also saying that. He's saying, my wife's mental health, our mental health, I had to put that before everything else. See? And her mental health was not in any type of danger. His was. But he put her before him. That's what a codependent does too. Then they harbor a lot of anger against other people because he had his family pressuring him, and then he had her pressuring him, but he gave in to her. So then his family became the issue, making him more depressed because his job is to keep her. She's the one that gets him, not them. I mean, he loves his family, but she gets him. So, and she's pregnant carrying his baby. So as a man, he felt like, I gotta, and I'm sure she told him that, I come before your family. You married me. So he had to make that decision to break up with his family for her. And that's another thing with a narcissist. They will tear you away from people who love you and care for you, your friends and your family. And she put that ultimatum out there. And if he didn't do it, she was going to kill herself. She was going to leave and she was going to kill herself. One of the two, back and forth. And that's what stressed this boy out. So now they're in Hollywood, and they're not making the money that they thought they were going to make, all these deals and stuff she was trying to put together. And he was instrumental in doing. And it's stressful because he's never had to run his own household before. His father said, look, okay, you go, you don't get no money, you don't get no protection, you don't work anymore for us, so you on your own. You a grown man, you married with a child, then you want to go to America on your own, you left without telling us anything, and then you gonna call us about protection, who's gonna pay for your protection. We were like, when are you taking your phone calls? So you got angry with us because you put everybody else first all your life, and you think your family should put you first, but you just love your family. So your family's like, child, no. It's time you grow up. You want to be a man on your own, which fine. We're not stopping you from being a man on your own, but you want to do it your way. You don't want to work with us. You want to put your wife first, okay? We're going to agree with that. That's your wife. You do that. You made that decision to marry her and have children with her and to leave here, and we're going to respect that. So when I saw the other day the clips of the video where he's talking about his family and throwing his family under the bus yet again, I said, this man he's not at rock bottom yet, but he's about to hit it, because he has turned so many, not only is his family not there with him, not supporting him, because they're doing the right thing. They're doing the right thing because he is a grown man. He's made his own decisions. The British people have turned against him. He's told the British people he didn't even want people, well, he told the world he didn't even want people as a child grieving with him and his brother, because that was his mother. Diana was his mother. Now, I understand what he's saying. I mean, I'm not going to get upset about that. It's just that I don't think I wouldn't have said it out loud. I would have said I had a hard time understanding people grieving my mother. I didn't see the big impact that she had on people. I may have said that, but I never would have said I felt like, why are they grieving with my mother? They don't even know her. Or I would have said, if I said it, I would have softened it and said, but now I understand how much of an impact, as a grown man, I understand how much of an impact she was to other people, right? Even though she wasn't his mother, their mother. This is the biggest thing I want to take away from that, is when he said the people were chasing him and his wife because she's not white, and his mother was chased on the day she died because she was dating somebody who's not white. And I'm going to tell you that is not true. Like I said before, anybody who knows Diana, knew about her story, she was chased from day one when they knew she was that Charles was about to propose to her, and they chased her to the day she died because she was so famous, she was so magnetic, she just had this heart that people, I mean, she wasn't perfect, but people just had this heart for her. And I think even with that day, with people wanting to know, catch her, get photos, of course, of her and Dodie fight. I wish they already had long lens photos of them together on the beach before this happened. I think they wanted to get more photos, sure. But that's not why. It wasn't the reason why. It wasn't like, oh, we're going to kill her because she dating this non-white. She was dating somebody who was non-white prior to this boy. So, to Dodie. She was dating somebody who was non-white prior to Dodie for a while. A doctor who was, I think, Indian. So, it's like, yeah, okay, there's a story behind it, but it wasn't they were chasing her to kill her. And they're not trying to kill Megan, his wife, because there's nothing there to want to kill. She is not important, people. So she is telling him all these stories like they're gonna come after me like they would after your mother. No, they're not. Trust and believe. No, they're not. But they do care for Harry, and they want Harry to have the best life and to be happy and to not be manipulated. But my issue today is I'm asking the question on the cards if Harry's gonna hurt himself or because he gets so depressed about losing his family, the stress he's going through with his wife, new baby coming, and then public's turning against him and really ragging on him because the things he's saying and things he's doing. Not because they just want, if he didn't put himself out there and saying the things he's saying, nobody would be talking about it. Now, go ahead and live your life. Go do the things you're going to do. But you're trying to tell people what to do, how to live their life, and then you're throwing your family under the bus. It looks like they've always only just tried to help you, right, and be there for you. And the reason they say don't explain, never complain is because when you start complaining and explaining, you got to keep explaining and complaining, and then the stories get worse and worse, and you break reality here, and then they just go for everything you say. So you put yourself out there, that's what happens. So let's look at the card. I already shuffled and already pulled it. So the card I pulled was 8 of Cups reversed. Now we pulled this before with Megan, with her moving forward and trying to intuitively find her path. And I told you how we needed to figure out how to cut off her path, chip it away so she doesn't get to move forward. Okay, so 8 of Cups came out. So let's talk about 8 of Cups reversed. So technically it means, like in a relationship, it means reverse. It means that you are looking at walking away from an unsatisfactory relationship. Now that could be his family because he's not really happy with that situation, but it also could mean he decided to walk away from his family, but he's kind of having some kind of second thoughts about it. But it also could mean that he's thinking about leaving Megan, his relationship with Megan, because it's not working out the way he thought it would. The whole scenario is not working out the way he thought it would work out. So he's having second thoughts about a lot of things, right? He's also pretending that everything is okay, and it's not okay. He is not okay. Going through this therapy online is not, on TV, is not going to solve his problems. He says he's been in therapy for years. There's different types of therapy. There's different types of therapists. There's sometimes you find that one that you resonate with, and that's the one you stick with, and that can help you, which is great. But I just wanted to say that just doing that on the EMDR on showing everybody how to do it is not going to solve his problems. He has to really, I would think, a lot more turning inward, and I think that's what he's trying to, and figure out why he does the things he does. And I think being away from Megan and his family, let's say right now for his family, where he can actually think about himself for change. He needs to be away from those influences that are tearing him apart so that he can think about and make a better decision for his life as he's going through therapy. But yeah, right now he's thinking about leaving. He's thought about the fact that he's left his family and he's having second thoughts, but he's also thinking about, is the situation he's in right now, is it best for him? And that is such a good thing. Now also, even the relationship with Oprah and Apple, let's say Oprah and Apple, let's say Oprah and Gail, he's also thinking about that, because the pictures they showed from him on the town hall on Friday, where he just looks really lost, right? And I think he's second guessing what he's doing. I think that he needs to. To heal, you don't have to put your family out there. Like, you can go to counseling, you say whatever you want. This is a safe space to say what you want. You're not going to be judged by the counselor or your therapist, right? But when you go on TV and you're saying those things about your family, then you're going to be judged. It was not a safe space for him. And for anybody to say that's great what he's doing, you're wrong. Because maybe to just say he's taking EDMR, or he's going through therapy, or just how it's working for him may have been fine, but to actually have a session where he's actually, the part where he's talking about his family should never been shown. Just what he was feeling, how he was going through things, decisions he's made, maybe, but not about his family, how they raised him and all this other stuff. That part never should have been shown on TV because it left him open for criticism. And so that therapist and Oprah were wrong to do that, to even show that. I don't care if he did sign for it. Because Harry is saying he has mental illness. So you're exploiting him. And you're exploiting the most vulnerable, sensitive things about him and his thoughts and his family that never should have been shown. Unless his family was there too and they had a chance to speak. But they didn't. So they were wrong. It was so wrong. It was detrimental to his transformation and his therapy sessions. It really is. And he's going to feel that because he's going to feel all the hate coming back at him. And he's going to get even more depressed. So this is the best time for him to walk away from both situations, his family, Oprah, and his Meghan, for a couple of days, couple of weeks maybe, to go through real deep therapy and really figure out what he wants to do for himself, because as a codependent, they're always putting everybody else first. So he told Oprah he would do this. No matter how bad he feels, he's putting himself out there to do it. Just like what he said about his family. When the family needed him to go somewhere, when he was still a working rural, he just did it. He just went, and then he never put himself first. He's not putting himself first right now either with Oprah, because this is detrimental to him. And he promised him he was going to do it, and now he feels obligated. So there's where that the anger, the frustration, all that, because you hold it in, because you're doing so much for other people, you're holding it in, your anger, because you're like, nobody's taking care of me. But you're not taking care of you either. So it's a lot of anger and frustration that's within him, which makes somebody want to drink, makes somebody want to, hit somebody, you know what I'm saying, when you say anger issues, whatever, or substance abuse. So he's trying to cope. And this is not going to make it better for him. And we don't want him to go back into drinking and alcohol and anger. So there you go. That's my reading for the day. Let's just keep praying for Harry, and then he gets the right help in the right manner, and he gets the time to reflect and think about it without the pressure of Meghan, the pressure of his family, and the pressure of Oprah to do the right thing. So that's my reading today, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.